Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Matt. I'm going to remove my glasses. Jason here and I have been friends for about 36 years, and throughout that time, I've known Jason to be a great bass guitar player and very dedicated musician. A few years into our friendship, Jason was starting to play six-string guitar and write songs. And I was basically a lyricist who could barely play guitar. And Jason asked if I wanted to start a band with him. So I said, yeah, that sounds fun. And Jason recruited his cousin Jeremy, who's here this afternoon as well, to play bass. And then shortly after that, Jason's like, I know this drummer. His name's Mark, he's 17. And I thought to myself, oh, well, if he's 17, he's probably inexperienced like me. That could be a really good fit. And then just a few moments into our first practice with Mark, I realized that he was just leagues above me as a musician. So we had these long, loud practices in the basement of his townhouse every weekend. I still kind of marveled that his neighbors were so accepting of it, and I have so much admiration for Michelle supporting Mark's musical passions and endeavors, because we were very loud, and she was living in that house too. So during these long, loud practices, we would take lunch breaks and we'd walk over to a nearby Taco Bell. And it was there that I discovered Mark was vegetarian. And Jeremy was as well. I was not at the time. And I really appreciated, especially in hindsight now, I appreciate how Mark would just very patiently and without harsh judgment watch me eat things that were not so kind to animals. But the ironic thing is, in the past couple of years, I actually made the decision to go vegan. And when I did, I thought of Mark immediately and a lot. And I did lose touch with Mark, but I knew that Jason was still in touch with him. And I thought to myself, if Jason ever mentions to me that Mark's coming back to town, I'm going to ask Mark if I could take him out for a plant-based meal. And I did not get that opportunity, to my forever regret. But I will always give Mark credit for influencing me in planting the seeds of being kind to animals and eating accordingly. So a couple months ago, Jason asked me if I wanted to play at this benefit. And I said, sure. I no longer can barely play guitar, I can now barely play ukulele. But it's been fun dusting off these 30-year-old songs that we played with 17 and 18-year-old Mark and had not played since. I am certain that I am the worst musician that Mark ever collaborated with. And it may sound strange, but it's a badge of honor for me now. I'm not out to prove it too definitively, and hopefully I won't do that over these couple of songs, but it is the truth. But Mark was always so patient and kind to me, and it was a joy to play with him. This first song we're going to do, I actually wrote to be more fun for Mark and Jeremy to play. Most of the songs I was writing were very simple songs that probably would have been better for a solo acoustic performance, but after being in a band for a little while, I was like, I really should try to create something that lets everybody shine and bring their own creative signature to it. And Mark's work on this particular song was exquisite, as all his drum parts were, but this one especially, that's why I chose this one. It's called Paranoia Naivete by the band that we were in with Mark 30 years ago, called Caustic Levity. When you're out, do you saunter down the street? Do you say hello to strangers, or do you fear and mistrust everyone you meet? Everyone you meet. When darkness reigns, do you sleep soundly, or does each noise explode profoundly? Is doubt creeping through chained and bolted doors? When you fight, do you think she just needs space? Do you just assume that she'll go back to you, or are you scared to be replaced? Does absence make your heart grow fonder, or do you worry her eyes wander? Do you look upon every man as a threat? It's hard to face a world that turns in circles every day. It's easy to slip from paranoia into naivete. It's easy to slip into When darkness reigns, do you sleep soundly? Does each noise explode profoundly? Is doubt creeping? Is doubt creeping? Does absence make your heart grow fonder? Do you worry her eyes wander? Is every man a threat? Is every man a threat to you?
Yeah, so that was one of our Caustic Levity songs, a little choked up. I don't think I'm going to be able to say much other than the fact that Mark was the best friend. So this next song we're going to do is a song that I wrote. It's called Vex. And Mark's presence on this song was incredible. really good job on the drums, and kind of hard to play it without him, but you can be used to remembering it.
Thank you.